Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to share with you my January 2019 budget setup. First, let's take a look at the month. I didn't use any stickers this time. I just kind of color coded with pens. So anything, again, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I do red for debt and then blue for payments that has to do with everything other than debt, I guess. And then for this month's goal, our top 5 goals is to be able to save $500, cancel our DirecTV, consistently do the weekly recaps, which I have been doing lately, and then 4, pack more of my husband's lunch so that we can save more money, and then still track our credit scores. And then for the month of January, we do have quite a few events to go to. There's like 3 parties, and then it's mine and my husband's 20-year dating anniversary, as well as my youngest son. He's going to be 2 years old, which we've already decided we're going to celebrate at Disneyland since we have our pass. So here's our budget breakdown. Money that's going to be left over, what I'm expecting to be left over from December. We did just get paid on the 28th, that's why it's kind of a lot. And then our next payday for January 11th and 25th. And the $2,700 that's expected, it's based off of my husband doing overtime. I did ask him to do, if he doesn't mind, or if he's not too tired, if he can do a little bit more overtime. That way we can save a little bit more and get our emergency fund back up where it needs to be. So that's very important to have budget meetings with your spouse, significant other or whatever, because it's important that you guys stay focused. And I try to communicate anything money related with him, especially since he's the money maker of the family. I just want to make sure he knows where his money is going. So that's that. And then as far as the paycheck to paycheck budget, paycheck to paycheck breakdown, same thing as I have always been doing, is taking money that we have now, subtracting with, you know, the amount of bills that's due. That way I know, like, for the first week, this is the amount of money that will be left to spend, so that we know we don't go over that. So for the first 2 weeks before we get paid on the 11th, we'll have $605 to spend. That way we know, even though we budget out, our actual amount to be budgeted is $1,940. For the first 2 weeks, we're only limited to $605 because until we get paid again in the next paycheck, that's what we're left with. And that's one thing that I had to try to be consistent with, because in the past I would go totally over this and end up overdrafting when we shouldn't. I don't know, when I should have been paying attention to our account. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I always do a paycheck to paycheck breakdown, just so I know when we can and cannot spend a lot of money. And in the middle paycheck, if you guys noticed here, this is when we have the most money, because during the first week, that's when rent is due, and then in the second half of the month, we typically have more money to spend, which is when we do our big grocery haul over at Sam's Club or Costco. So that's what that is. And then I came up with our budgets here. Same thing: grocery, gas, Sam's Club, eating out, laundry, my son's school, my husband, my allowance, gifts, savings, Disneyland, and a hotel flight, because I am going to PlannerCon. This I had already paid for, but it's coming out of this money right here, so I decided to just write it down there. And I'm sure it's not going to clear until, because of the holidays, it's not going to clear until after the 2nd, or maybe Monday, who knows. It's Saturday right now, so I don't know when that's going to clear. But I am going to PlannerCon, so I'm excited about that. And then as far as the budget breakdown, I have it set up this way because I wanted it all on one page. I'm going to use these last 3 pages for like brain dump notes and stuff, because I am planning a Philippines trip for my family for September. So I want to be able to brainstorm and as well as for PlannerCon as well. I wanted to brainstorm expenses and what to expect and all of that in here. And then I wanted to show you guys, I did have it budgeted. I did it this way last month, and I felt like I kind of used up too much space that I didn't need, so I just did it this way. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my budget setup for January. Be on the lookout for my recap for the month of December. I want to say I did so much better compared to November. I really tried to refrain from spending. I probably only spent 2 items on planner related things. That was maybe like 15 bucks total. And it's hard being on like Instagram, seeing everyone's like Christmas hauls and stuff like that, with like sticker books and stuff. I really tried my best to just not spend, because I went a little overboard in November. So anyways, you'll hear more about that in my November recap. I hope you guys have a great new year, and hopefully wherever you guys are in your budget or finances, that 2019 will be a great year for you guys to pay down debt, continue saving, wherever you guys are at in your financial journey. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great one, guys. Bye.